So that's what I am doing today, is organizing all of the supplies. An anarchist artist collective in New Orleans made us the banners.
Oh, that's cool.
Aren't they beautiful? So a lot of what we're going to focus on now is helping keep unsheltered folks safe and healthy during the winter. Let's see. That is all hospital grade medical supplies. That is getting boxed up and sent to the Syrian American Medical Society. And they will send it wherever they need to around the world. And then clothes. We've got a ton of clothes left. So oftentimes people's first thing to do when they hear that there's been a disaster is they go in their closets and they clean out all their clothes. And they send you everything, and whether it's wearable or not. So we've spent a good bit of time going through everything, washing everything, folding everything. Eileen, who was absolutely invaluable for the time she was here, she came from Michigan and was here for about a month. She washed everything, mended everything that needed to be mended, repaired all the shoes, folded everything up and sorted it and boxed it up. So a bunch of these boxes are full of clothes. There's hampers all in there full of clothes. And then the boxes behind you are full of clothes. There's my sweeping pile. And then, sorry, Harley, all of those boxes are full of clothes. So we need to find homes for all the clothes. What we may end up doing is just having a garage sale. There are a lot of apartment complexes around here, so it's very easy to get people to come to the garage sales and just, 10 shirts for $1 or whatever, and whatever money, either be able to put it back into supplies for the Medic Collective or right into the communities for whatever supplies they might need. One of the things that we've started to do now that we have a little more downtime is food sharing. So last night, a couple of people came over and we cooked 3 pots of chicken soup. And we took soup and blankets and heat packs, cardboard. Cardboard makes a nice barrier between the concrete and the people or their blankets. Concrete, the pavement is not your friend in the heat or the cold. In the summer, it'll burn you. In the winter, it zaps all your body heat. So, and we also had a bunch of camp pads that some folks from Colorado had brought with them. And we handed all of those out. So probably about 40 blankets, 30 or 40 blankets. At least as many camp pads, tarps, the heat packs, and then snacks and soup. So everybody got a nice cup of hot chicken soup for breakfast this morning, which was nice. And we'll continue to do that through the winter. The city passed an ordinance that says it's illegal to share food with 5 or more people in public without prior written permission of the property owner. It was driven by the downtown business interest because they were upset about the trash. But the effect, rather than just putting out trash cans or giving people access to public bathrooms or shower facilities, things that people could actually use and need, they put this law in place. And what it did was effectively scare off churches and other organizations that had been sharing food. So Food Not Bombs has permission to serve in the public library courtyard. They didn't ask for permission. They had no intention of asking for permission. They were going to challenge the law, and the city surreptitiously granted permission. So it took the power away from the fight because there was a large petition drive to get the ordinance on the ballot, and that ended up not working out. But so it's still illegal. It's a $2,000 fine for any time you're caught. And, we went down this morning to an empty lot and had 3 people come up to us and warn us that the police were going to come, that we were going to get arrested, and that what we were doing was illegal. The police don't come because, number one, the police are smart enough to realize that when people have full bellies, they go on about their day and they have good days and they're not engaging in behaviors like robbery or theft or any other sort of criminal activity in order to just eat. And then the downside is if you're consistent about where you're going to share food with people, the cops know where to find them. So they know how to keep an eye on folks. And then I don't want to be the cop that tickets the person who was with their church group handing out food, and then the city gets sued because there's the potential there for a lawsuit on religious grounds and interfering with people's right and their ability to follow the teachings of their particular religion. when it comes to charity or mutual aid or goodwill, whatever you want to call it. So it would be bad optics for the city in general. But again, there are civil rights attorneys who are willing to take a case. They've made it clear over the years that they would be happy to take the case if it comes up. But to my knowledge, not a single person has been ticketed under this ordinance, and I'd be really surprised if anybody ever was. So this is the original dove for the logo. My kid drew that. So I love that they did it. My kid Frankie is 13. They're quite a talented artist. And then we started out with this is the original, and then this is what the New Orleans Art Collective came up with. And hang on just a second, and I'll show you what somebody else has done. One of our collective members, Gigi, made this. So it's kind of everywhere. I'm really proud of it. I'm really happy with it. In Frankie's room. I'll get it. They're still asleep. Frankie's still in there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, Cricket kicked it down last night.
And Ricky's cat. Never heard that. Never heard that one. That's a good one, actually. It's true. Okay, county competition. That's very animated. From LA, they should know, right?
You're just a natural.
That's just natural.
Inborn.
Get this watermelon right here, see fresh and green. You know.
Do you mind talking on camera, even if I don't show you?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, no, not for the footage. No. Okay.
Oh, come on, Harley, do it.
No. This is not worthy. I'm not worthy.
Alright, so this is the chicken soup, Deborah?
Yes. Yeah, that is the chicken soup.
Yummy and nutritious.
So this is the last pot. We made 3 pots. Hi.
So, you end up, like, sponsoring a bunch of volunteers that work for Bash, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so they come here and they stay for a bit.
They come and they stay and then they go. Yeah.
Okay.
And new ones come.